Hello, I'm Kate Wolf, founder of Spirited Business and creator of our beautiful group here full of brilliantly sensitive entrepreneurs. So in these weekly mesmerizing messaging sessions, I talk to you about the vast array of things to think about and make sure you have in place and make sure you're being when it comes to effective mesmerizing, effective messaging, let's get the right word there, that grows your business, your purpose-led business. And they're not always, straight down the road talking about the words to use, because honestly, the right words to use come when you have all of these other pieces in place. And I've been doing these mesmerizing messaging sessions weekly for a year now. A year. So if you are new here, welcome. Great to have you here. And you've got an entire year of mesmerizing messaging sessions to binge watch should you wish. So today I'm going to be talking about something that is a really fun topic, I personally believe, and it is the 5 essential power types that it requires to enable you to burn bright and not out on your journey as a purpose-led entrepreneur. And there's definitely a sad theme of burnout running through the purpose-led entrepreneur community. And it makes sense, right? It completely makes sense. And I feel it in myself, as a path I could go down, right? If I'm not really careful and really self-caring, because of how much I care, right? And it's because of how much purpose-led entrepreneurs care about their purpose, about their cause, about their clients, about creating a better world, that means they often end up on the path to burnout, or indeed completely burnt out, because that passion for their cause overrides their bodily needs, right? That sense of purpose, the soul's desires, overrides the bodily needs. And the thing about the soul is it doesn't really understand bodily needs, right? It's so much vaster and bigger than us and our nervous systems and our flesh and blood and bones. And I actually believe it's a really beautiful journey to learn to listen to your soul, be in partnership with your soul, and B, listen to and be in partnership with your body, so that the two can end up working together, getting along, and not continuing that seeming conflict of the soul's desire to grow, the body's need for rest. So one of the things I love to do and do very naturally is see all the patterns, right? Especially I've been an entrepreneur, I've been self-employed my whole adult life. So I see the patterns specifically in the world of entrepreneurialism, and then synthesize them, right, into things we can give a name to, we can kind of point at, we can rummage around in, and we can find a solution to. And so what I'm going to talk to you about today is what is required if you know that could be a potential path that you walk down, the path to burnout, to not do that. And there are 3 things that I'm going to just mention, and then I'm going to talk about the power types. So the first one is what I went into in depth in Mesmerize the Room, and it's about synthesizing your gifts, so that instead of splattering your energy all over the place, you're bringing your different ingredients together, you're weaving them into something beautiful and delicious and of great value that you can then offer potential clients and be paid really well for. So that is one of the most important things to be doing to avoid the path to burnout. The second thing is, once you have that, is telling the right story about it. so that you are positioning yourself as the go-to person for this beautiful thing, and you're attracting the right clients, right? You're just the right clients, your Goldilocks clients. And the third thing that's really important is that you do not try to do it by yourself, right? No DIYing. That is the path to burnout as well. And I have a training all about that. It's called Teamwork to Make the Dream Work, how to go from lone wolf to leading the pack. So if you are interested in learning more about that, about how to hire well, who to hire, when to hire, let me know, and I'll let you know how you can get your hands on that really supportive training. It's also packed with a load of supportive guides as well, job spec examples, the exact step-by-step process that I took to manifest the wonderful Megan Sharkey, our VA here at Spirited Business, and examples of how we shortlisted all the applicants, some examples of things people said that made us choose not to hire them, some examples of things people said that made us choose to take them to the next step. So we walk you through that as a team, and you even get to hear Megan herself talking about how to get the best out of your VA. So it's a really, really valuable bundle about teamwork. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. But those 3 steps aside, and they're kind of strategy pieces, bigger picture pieces, what I want to talk to you today is energy based. Right? Obviously, energy is behind everything. But specifically, the kind of energy I want to talk about today is what we call the 5 power types. So some of you know, some of you might also be one of these. I'm a one of many coach, I'm a one of many trainer, and I've recently been hired to become an in-house trainer at one of many. If you don't know one of many, they are a fabulous organization, like really top-notch quality. The trainings they put out are exquisite. The flow of the trainings, they are, as someone who is a bit obsessed with quality training, quality coaching, they get my 5-star stamp of approval, and I have made sure over the past 6 years, I believe, that I've learned everything that Joanna Martin, the founder, has put out, to the point where I'm now becoming an in-house trainer with them, because there is so much more for me to learn from that position. And also from their stage, I know that I'm going to be able to serve thousands of women to really step into graceful power, leadership, finding their purpose, sorting out their money stories, all the good stuff. So it's a really exciting next step for me, and it goes along really well with what I'm currently doing as well. It can only enhance it. And the power types come from one of many. That's why I'm talking about them in this moment. And they are the lover, the mother, the sorceress, the queen, and the warrioress. And they are 5 friends who are going to support you to burn bright, not out. And we can apply these 5 power types to anything. But what I want to talk about specifically now is these 5 power types, through the lens of making sure that we are really embodying them, embracing the fact that they're already in us on the journey as a purpose-led entrepreneur to be able to show up, shine, burn bright, be seen, be visible, be out there, and that not be exhausting, overwhelming, and depleting. So let's start with the lover. And I'd be really interested to know, as you join, when you first hear the names of these power types, what's your initial response? Right? There's always a lot of information in that initial response. So what's your initial response as you hear the name of the power type of the lover? And as you're arriving, please go ahead and go a little bit crazy with the like and the love button. You even do laugh and anger, whatever, I don't really care. But just when you press those buttons, then Facebook goes boost, and then it's more likely that more people will see this video. So you'll be helping them out as well, and myself. So go ahead and let me know as well that you're here. Say hi, and how that word, the lover, lands with you as you first hear it. So the thing about showing up, right, which is literally a non-negotiable requirement of a successful business when your business is purpose-led, and when your purpose is in part, possibly in big part, if you're here with me, about sharing your voice, sharing your message, right? You can't do that without showing up. It might not be on video, but even showing up in the written form when you're highly sensitive is energy out there, and it can be depleting. And showing up on video and feeling like you need to be everywhere and going networking, especially if you're a little bit introverted, or you just find people, being around too many people depleting. So I myself I'm an extrovert. Well, probably, I feel like, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sure I actually believe in the introvert extrovert discussion. I know it's a bit controversial. I'm probably like smack bang in the middle. I get resourced by being around people, and I also absolutely get resourced by being by myself. I need both, personally. If I had to choose, I'd say I'm a highly sensitive extrovert. That would be the label that best fits. So anyway, it takes energy, right? It simply does. And so the lover can really, really help, because the lover is the power type who is going to replenish that energy, resource you with vital life force, right? And have it flowing freely, unblocked through your body and through your being. And the lover energy is about treating yourself deliciously well and resting before you need it. So not waiting until you're depleted to rest, but resting before you do your energy out there activities. Resting not because you're tired, but as a way of life. Just resting, allowing yourself to be restful, languishing, lounging, lolling, all of those good words, those good, yummy, lazy words that make me think of, like a Renaissance woman just laid on the bed, on the chaise longue, maybe being fed some grapes. It's that kind of delicious, exquisite, sensual, yummy energy. And it's very much about being in your senses, really living in this world through your senses, right? Feeling the sun on your skin, and making sure that you're wearing fabrics that feel really nice on your sensitive skin, like 100% cotton, Pima cotton, cashmere, silk, what feels really nice on your skin, and paying attention to that and letting yourself enjoy it and have it. And feeling the sensation of the breath in your lungs, right? How intimate is that? This breath that's outside of you, then entering you. I remember one of my clients, Maggie, in one of our Wild Voice sessions, she talked about the lungs. I can't remember if it was kissing or caressing, but one of those kinds of words, the insides of your lungs. And it's so true, and it's so yummy. And the miracle of your heart beating inside your chest, like really coming into that awareness of yourself as life force, as a miracle of being. that is the beauty, the sensual, alive beauty of the lover. And when you're living from that place, when you're feeling about yourself from that place, and you're feeling life through that place, it becomes almost impossible to treat yourself in such a way that would have you end up in grand depletion, in adrenal fatigue, in burnout. Because so much earlier on that path, your lover would go, whoa, I need a 3-hour bath. I need to feel the sun on my face. I need you to take me out for a turmeric latte and some banana cake. Let's go. Right? I need you to take me on a wander through the bluebell forest in the dappled sunlight. And she would help you remember that there's more to life than getting things done, than hitting your financial targets, than being there at all times for your clients. Like, whatever the thing is that would have you ignore those bodily needs and desires. So that is the lover. Let me know how you're responding to her. Is she a familiar self to you? Is she feeling a little bit scary or icky or too much or greedy? How is she feeling? How is she landing for you? I'm just going to pop in to the group and see what you're saying. Let me know, how is this landing with you? And while you are sharing that, I am going to move on to the mother energy. So the mother is about unconditional love. It's not your mother, right? It's the archetype, right? Which at One of Many we call the power type. So the archetype or power type of the mother is that absolute, unquestioning, unconditional love that sees the best in everyone. That, if a little kid did run up to her and was like, I don't want to climb the tree, it's scary, would say, that's okay. What would you like to do instead? Should we do some drawing? Right? It's completely non-judgmental, accepting of who you are, where you're at, what you need. And what's vital here, of course, is that we turn that beautiful, unconditional loving energy towards ourselves. Because again, the mother would not let you kind of storm down for too long this path of cause. Right? She would have you, if she was turned towards you, say, whoa, sweetheart, what do you need? Do you need a nap? Should we wrap you up in a burrito? Remember when I was a yin yoga teacher, I trained with Judith Hanson-Lassiter and in restorative yoga, and one of the positions she taught us was called the burrito shavasana, where you just get wrapped up like a big burrito in a lovely heavy blanket and you just lie there. So good, so replenishing. And the gift of the mother power type on this journey of being a purpose-led entrepreneur, as well, is that she can witness and hold space for your triggers, right? Because they're going to happen if you're out there, showing up, speaking about things that are maybe challenging or controversial. You're going to get all sorts of funny comments because people are weird. And so a good and healthy amount of that mothering energy turned towards you is absolutely vital, so that she can help you love yourself unconditionally through those triggers. So let me know how that idea of the unconditional loving energy of the mother lands with you. So the other energy that is required to burn bright, not out, on this journey as a purpose-led entrepreneur is that of the sorceress. So the sorceress is tuned in to something so much bigger than you. She knows in those moments where you get a strange comment from a stranger on Facebook that it's all part of a bigger plan, right? That nothing is wrong, that it's all happening for a reason. There's this part of you that believes that, right? Whether it's completely 100% true or not, who knows? But it's so supportive to have a part of you that has access to that belief. So that when those knockbacks happen, when those setbacks happen, or when it's just feeling hard, you have that ability to tap back into the magic, into the bigger picture, into the vision, into this knowing that you are intricately connected to all that there is. And from that place, from that expanded place, it's much, much harder to feel down or stay down from some random comment from a stranger on Facebook. All right, as the example, whatever the thing is, it's so much harder to stay emotionally down with it when energetically you're so much bigger and life is so much bigger than that. So then it also requires, on this journey of burning bright, not out, a very healthy dash or more of queen energy. So the queen is the energy, the power type who will come in and will say, no. This is my boundary. That goes beyond it, that crosses it, that's a no. The queen will also very willingly accept support. She's the queen. She knows she's not supposed to do it all by herself. She knows she's not supposed to be sat there at midnight answering emails. That's just outside her idea. She wouldn't even consider doing that. And she's also brilliant for decisive energy, for being very clear, very specific, very discerning about who and what does and does not get your energy. Can you feel how that level of clarity, decisiveness, that metal energy would be really useful to have more of in your business? That is what the queen brings. And then finally, the warrioress, right? The warrioress is that, roll your sleeves up, get up and go, let's do this, let's have some fun as well, right? Because the sorceress can, if she's overexpressed, she can get a little bit carried away. So the balance of the warrioress with the 2 feet on the floor and the ability to stomp is very, very good. The queen can get a little bit serious, so some of that playful, cheeky, feisty energy of the warrioress also very, very supportive. She helps you remember the fun, and also she brings energy, like real energy. Because again, sometimes if we're very identified with the sorceress and with being spiritual, and we want to we want to meditate all our clients to us, right? There's some action that needs to happen, and so that roll your sleeves up, get up and go, doing energy of the warrioress is 100% necessary if you want your creations out there in reality and you want lovely paying clients flowing through your online business door. So here are the 5 power types: the lover, the mother, the sorceress, the queen, and the warrioress. And what I want to know is, which ones do you feel comfortable with? And which ones do you get a sense that you could really, really, really do with some more of, some more access to? Let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites, which ones are currently your most tricky to access. And I will come back and respond later on. Okay, that's it for today. Any questions you ever have about messaging, positioning, storytelling, and what it takes on an energetic and emotional level, and daily doing the do, structural, strategic, planning level of what it takes to show up, to burn bright, to be highly sensitive and wildly successful in your purpose-led business, ask them in the group and I will make sure to respond in our weekly lives. All right, lots of love. Go shine. Bye for now.